An owner of a Kalamazoo bicycle store is thinking about moving his business. That's because wrecks continue to happen near his shop. The latest across just a few feet from where he was standing. News Channel 3's Chris Hugh is joining us live in the studio with this wild video, Chris.
Yeah, Tricia, we have surveillance video from Kzoo Swift bicycle shop on South Westnedge Avenue. You can see right here in the middle lane, that's where an SUV was going before it hit this SUV as it was trying to turn to 4th Street, causing it to hit that tree before coming to a rest here at the bicycle store. Now today we talked with the owner of the business as well as with the driver who lost control. Shattered glass, splintered bark, and pieces of an SUV everywhere. A mess caused by this wreck in Kalamazoo Saturday afternoon.
Didn't know what was going on. We heard a crunch, a crash, and then a big car coming to the showroom. We didn't have any time to react.
Ryan Barber is the owner of Kzoo Swift bicycle shop on South Westnedge Avenue. His camera captured an SUV trying to turn when it hit another SUV, sending it into a tree and into his store.
We didn't know if this car would explode or if there'd be fire within 30 seconds. That went through my mind. Really, it was just about helping the people that were injured in the accident.
They include Sean Rodriguez, the driver who lost control after the other SUV turned into his vehicle.
There was a car that was coming down the middle lane, an SUV, and it clipped me in my front right, causing my tire to snap off. I had no steering, no brakes, and that's when I slammed into the tree. Airbags deployed, and it kicked sideways and hit the bike shop. I'm just lucky no pedestrians were walking down the sidewalk.
Rodriguez says he hopped out of his vehicle because he felt blood rushing down his back.
I got 26 staples in the top of my head, and I got 14 dissolvable stitches inside my head.
Rodriguez also has a hard time walking as he works to recover. Barber says crashes like this occur all too often near his store.
This happened about 4 or 5 days prior. This is a 3-lane change. She ends up hitting a stop sign that was just replaced.
Barber's camera captured several more wrecks within the past few months.
This was back in January.
He hopes the city takes action to make the area safer.
At least delegates coming and talking to local business owners, asking what they could do to change it.
The city of Kalamazoo has started doing work to calm the traffic on Westnedge Avenue. Crews are installing new crosswalks and new speed radar signs and reducing the width of some lanes. Now, the intersection of South Westnedge and 4th Street, where Kzoo Swift is located, has had 47 accidents in the past 9 years, according to the city.
All right, Kiev covering the Capitol tonight. Key federal legislation that lawmakers say sets the tone for all farming and food across the country is being updated, and Michigan is the first state to get a say in it.
Our political reporter Rachel Louise Just tells us what the people producing our food say needs to change this time around.
Members of Congress are giving the 89-year-old U.S. Farm Bill another facelift. And today, Michigan's farmers and food providers had the chance to bring their issues directly to America's kitchen table.
Let farmers be farmers. We're good at it. It's in our blood.
Every 5 years, the Farm Bill is updated and revised with the goal of keeping prices fair, making sure America is never short on food, and protecting the nation's natural resources.
Our farmers, they're not asking for a handout. What they want is just help to make sure there's a backstop that helps them with their risk.
Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow was joined today by Arkansas Senator John Bozeman. They heard from Michiganders hoping to plant a seed for changes they want to see in the new Farm Bill. Panelists spoke about how climate change has made it harder to bring their farms to Michigan's tables.
The volatile spring weather that has resulted in crop loss in the last 2 years, back-to-back crop loss in tart cherries and sweet cherries.
Some of the things they want.
In regards to what more could we use, I think any one of us can speak more funding.
Money for better technology, connecting local growers with programs and extending programs already in place.
When the food banks and when the government programs came alongside of me, they not only gave me food, but they also renewed my hope and made me feel valued. And once that happens, people will find their next success.
Phil Knight used to depend on food banks. Now he advocates for them.
The work of SNAP, federal commodities, and the food banks are not handouts or charity. They are investments.
Knight wants the new farm bill to extend food assistance programs in the hopes of sustaining Michiganders so they don't need to use a food bank at all.
They'll plan to get rid of the diaper tax in Michigan is being resurrected by Republicans in Lansing. Our political reporter Rachel Louise Just tells us why that proposal faced a lot of pushback.
A mom with 3 kids under 6, a big chunk of Juliana Ovieto's budget goes to diapers. She spends about $800 a month, and that's just for the diapers, not even formula or wipes.
I try to coupon everything and try to go to Target or, like I said, Sam's Club and try to get the best deals out there.
Last December, Representative Julie Alexander introduced 2 bills that would drop Michigan's diaper tax.
It gives us one more option for them to have a little tiny bit of relief on a very expensive and important item.
When it comes to making that option a reality, though, the support isn't quite there yet. Last month, both of Alexander's bills were shot down in the House, mostly by Democrats, but also by people from her own party and even sponsors of the bills. Democrats say part of it is just bad timing heading into budget season.
Obviously, any thing that affects kind of revenues and taxes, I think is something that has to be negotiated, not only with this chamber, but with the Senate and with the governor's office.
The House Fiscal Agency estimates the lost money from the tax would cost the state up to $20 million a year. Oviedo says that money could bring her and other families some relief when it comes to the cost of diapers.
When I was seeing especially the price increases on the diapers, I was getting really nervous as to how am I going to be able to afford 3 kids in diapers. So I'm trying to transition the oldest one out of the diapers.
She says what would really help, though, is if lawmakers could find a way to bring down the cost of diapers. Both diaper tax bills are in the final consideration in the Michigan House. Representatives say they don't know when they'll come to a vote.